They're good, they're good. Okay. Hey, guess what, guys? I got a better setup. I went to a Dollarama and picked up a thing to hang off a little tripod thing to hang off the top of this grow tent, which I'm about to address, and a memory card so I can actually record shit without my phone just being like, out of storage. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to start by explaining a couple things. Yes, this is a grow tent. Okay? It wasn't used for weed. Okay? What we use it for, what we used it for was with the whole pandemic thing, my roommates kind of got super paranoid about, being self-sufficient and living off yourself. So we grew actual vegetables in here. We just used it, and then we moved everything out. Sorry, I'm showing you. We just used it to grow our vegetables, and then now it's summertime and everything's nice. We just planted everything outside. So I use it as a studio or whatever you want to call it because it lights up well, and my dog can't get in here and bug me. But the other thing I need to address is my name, the Optimistic Nihilist. I do not believe that we are born with purpose. I believe that we grow, we figure out what we're doing, we figure out what we want in our life, and we decide our purpose. And the optimistic part of it is I hope I can influence people to do better. I hope I can influence people to influence people, so then when I die, there's something left behind. I have some sort of a footprint or whatever, and I hope you do it too. And there we go. We can all die and leave something behind. That sounds pretty. I just realized now I can throw on flash. I'm using like my actual camera instead of the selfie camera. Woohoo! But I wanna. This is like some touchy topics or whatever, but you know what? I really don't care. This is why I call it my unprofessional opinion, is because that's exactly what it is. I'm not a professional. Yeah, I'm just some dude who I was a kid at one point who went through a bunch of crap. I was 8 years old. My mom passed away. Before that, parents getting divorced. My father was an alcoholic my entire life. Great guy. He's my best friend. I love him to death. He never hit me or anything. Let's put that out there. He's a great dad. I just, definitely lacked parental guidance growing up. That's why I'm, in a grow tent talking to my phone right now. But I want to talk about depression and anxiety and how I do not think at all in any way that it is a chemical imbalance in the brain, nor is it a disability. I've been diagnosed with both. I've been diagnosed with panic anxiety and depression since I was like a young kid. And I can tell you from my experience, it's came to me in waves. It's never really been like a thing that's lasted a long time. It's just something that kind of just happens once in a while. Sometimes it does happen every fucking hour of every day, or every time I go to bed, or every time I wake up. I stay up all night thinking about horrible things that aren't even happening, and I wake up feeling just absolutely miserable, like I did something wrong. I feel like something horrible is waiting around the corner for me, and I have to remind myself that it's not the way it is. It's just a feeling. But the chemical imbalance thing, it's not a chemical imbalance. You got to realize we're in the times where we have, so much technology and almost no reason to really leave the house. We don't get the vitamins from the sun like we used to. We get blue light from cell phones staring in them all day. We what else? The food that we eat isn't, it's not natural like it was 50 years ago, which again, you didn't really hear about anxiety and stuff back then. And I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, well, Tyler, people did have anxiety back then, but nobody cared. They tell you to man up. No, that's not it at all, because now, like, it's actually crippling. Like, if people experienced it back then, they would be crippling. They'd be they'd be crippled. They'd be absolutely left just on their ass at home, just dead. You know, inside. It is a big thing. They weren't tougher than us back then. It's just they didn't have it because they had good food. They had face-to-face social interaction as opposed to just cell phones. Yes, I'm not saying social media is like a super bad thing. I'm not saying that it's, you know, people do use it the right way in moderation, like any addiction. You know, alcohol. I'm drinking tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not quitting alcohol. I'm learning how to control my problem. I'm not completely cold turkey, higher power, whatever the hell. It's not that I don't believe in a higher power. It's just that I don't know. I guess I'm agnostic for sure. But no, I'm an optimistic nihilist. You know, I'm just glad that I can live a life, and I want to live it the best I can. And like I said earlier, what I want to do is I want to, you know, help people. I want people to watch this, and I want them to think about it in the morning, or after, in the afternoon, whatever time it is. You know, I want them to think, you know, maybe he's right. Maybe I shouldn't be playing victim all the time and just accept things for what they are. You know, this period that you're going through with this anxiety and this depression can get better, but you need to commit. You need to make some sacrifices. You need to actually work to be better. You can't just walk around in the same rut all the time and just wait for things to get better. That's not the way life works at all. You have to kick some people out of your life, maybe, that are influencing you in a bad way. Maybe you have to kick some habits. Maybe you have to stop doing something stupid that you do all the time that you know you hate. Just the main thing you need to focus on is not beating yourself up about this. Don't consider yourself a bad person because you have problems. There's not one person that you'll meet on this earth that does not have problems. And yes, like I said just a couple seconds ago, you might need to kick some people out of your life if they're, you know, blood makes you related. It does not make you family. Family is something that you create from people that you respect and love. So, you know, work from that. Like, just don't feel bad about, you know, making those sacrifices. Don't beat yourself up. Don't consider yourself a bad person, because you're not. You're looking out for yourself, and by looking out for yourself, you're also looking out for the people that really care about you. You know, I've attempted suicide a lot in my life, and I'm done with that because I know I can't do it. And it's not that I'm a bitch, and I did think that for the longest time, but it's not that at all. It's the fact that I have friends and family, you know, that care about me. I have people that give a shit. And it would be really, 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 really fucked up of me to goddamn hurt them. Even though, like, I'm gonna die anyway. It's like, we just gotta wait this out. And guaranteed after just, you know, giving it some time and just, you know, letting all this stress and depression, the shit that's just destroying you, you know, just let it end. It will. I promise you it will end. I promise you, man. I cannot begin to explain how passionate I am about this. I know you feel stuck. I know you feel just absolutely frustrated and trapped. But you gotta do something about it. You just gotta move on. And I don't know if it's something that happened to you, if it's a divorce or a death in the family, or you're breaking up with your girlfriend. I just broke up with somebody that I've been in a relationship that I loved with forever, for 4 years. She just up and cheated on me because I was boring or whatever. I'm not gonna get into names, and if you do know this person, please do not send her hate. You are a parasite. You are not worth my time, and I do not want you on my channel or watching these videos if you are low enough to sink to that point. I'm over it. I'm okay. I can understand now that some things are out of my control, and I accept it, you know. I'm not gonna let it keep me up at night anymore. I'm not gonna let these things just completely destroy me all the time, and you shouldn't either, okay? I don't know what your age is, I don't know who you are, and you don't know who I am in the same aspect, but just be happy, do good things. You'll feel better. This is not going to last forever. Whatever you're feeling right now, it's gonna end, but it's up to you to end it. If you just wait around, you're screwed. I'm gonna end this video because I'm getting a little emotional right now. This is new for me. I appreciate any views, I appreciate any shares, like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. But if this helps out one person, then everything I'm doing right now is worth it. Everything I've went through is worth it. You'd be helping me out just as much as I helped you out. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the watches. I'm going to leave you with one quote. I think it's from Bruce Lee. I do not desire an easy life. What I desire is the strength to be able to deal with any obstacle possible. If you're going through rough times, if your life has always been just absolute gerbits, just flaming gerbits, I want you to know that you're probably stronger than 75% of the people you know. And right now, with everything that's going on, you need to know that. We all need to work together, regardless of race, blah, blah, blah. We're all humans. The strong need to unite, because that's the only way everything is going to get better. And I really appreciate you guys, you turds. I love all of you turds. And I wish you the best possible life experience, even if it's our last one, our only one. Good night, guys.